Previously on New Crits on the Block.
Oh, guests have arrived. Hello. So you're saying there's undead in the area? Very, very lightly carved into the back of the statue. This like demonic version of SONNNNNNNNNNNNNNRAE's symbol.
That's not right.
Mr. Fook, I do apologize.
And he's just going to start just crushing the statue.
As she turns over her shoulder and looks surprised to see Katon there, you see Astrid Honorbloom, your old friend, covered in blood. As Astrid's pupils widen as she sees the three of you enter the room, she immediately looks down and looks around, and then her head darts back up to all of you. Katon, Sir Potpourri, please, this is not what it looks like.
Of course it's not. How could it be? Explain. What is going on here? You're covered in blood.
Yes, I am covered in blood.
I mean, so am I, but, just...
Okay,
This is about you.
You got me dead to rights on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not ketchup.
I'll give you that one.
It's not ketchup.
Look, I have been investigating the Grand Inquisitor on request of the Oracle. No one else knows about this. It is just me and the Oracle. I have been here for a night trying to figure out what he is trying to accomplish. Now, please listen to me before you draw your weapons or do anything rash.
You may speak.
That actually went way better than I was expecting. I thought you were all going to try to kill me.
No.
If SONNNNNNNNNRAE decrees it, yeah.
If I
We
just...
will see.
Just tell us what's going on, and you've been nothing but a valuable asset and a good friend to me, and so to the Order and to me. So please, just explain yourself so I don't have to think about this any longer.
We have suspected the Grand Inquisitor trying to desecrate SONNNNNNNNRAE's name by using some sort of foul, demonic energy intertwined with her divinity.
Don just puts his hands up and looks around and?
And he's been fairly successful. There has been a new, I guess you can call it, breed of priests that have been popping up around the countryside in towns just like this that no one has heard about, no one cares about, but we keep getting more and more reports of undead in these secluded areas, which does not make sense with how most necromancers handle themselves. They are usually in more populated areas and or near massive grave sites. None of the areas that we have investigated are even close to that. Most towns have 30 people max, maybe 100.
And how many people are left in this town after this?
From what I can tell, maybe 10.
Did you kill any of these people?
I've had to defend myself to get into here, yes.
Did people attack you?
Yes, it seemed like they were under some sort of possession or demonic spell, but their eyes turned bloodshot red and their voice changed to someone else's. And I suspect it might be the Grand Inquisitor doing some sort of heinous act to try to take over the Order. I have not found this out yet, and the Oracle only knows so much. She can see the future, but the future is ever changing.
And what are you doing down here right now? And why are you covered in blood? And what was that hammering I heard, by the way? Is she holding like a hammer and nail or something?
She does have a hammer. I was attempting to destroy this area, but it's proving a lot more difficult and strenuous than I originally thought. I thought I could just destroy a few of the blasphemous SONNNNNNNNNRAE statues and take apart some of these horrendous human rituals. But it's taken quite some times, and as you can see as she looks down at her plate mail, it is not the cleanest of jobs. Now again, I understand this doesn't look good, but Katon, I need you to trust me. We need to stop the Grand Inquisitor. If we don't, I'm scared of what will happen of our order. Sir Potpourri, I'm sure you understand as well.
I understand that you are making some pretty wild and high accusations. Do not know if you speak truth, but these weigh heavy. I do know you to be a good person, Astrid. You have done the order well. This sight is damning. You must understand that.
I understand, which is why I am trying to find evidence. This is not the only site, Potpourri. This is one of many.
Earlier today, we heard a screech in the air, and the undead were reduced to ash in front of our eyes. It felt like it was Sonrae's grace, but something was off.
She starts to walk towards you, not threateningly, but more of
Even
like
if she was, he would not. He's just standing there.
she grabs your hands and like one of the probably only people that will take your like burning aura, essentially your hot skin, as she puts her
Gross.
hands.
Yeah.
Potpourri, that is exactly what my fear is. I think he is trying to corrupt SONNNNNNNNRAE herself. I don't know how he plans to do it, but I can only estimate that he is in the thousands of human sacrifices. Whatever he's planning, the time is nigh. We are close to whatever that sound you heard being reality for us all.
So if this all be true, what do you propose?
Well, I've pretty much finished what I can here. And as you are hearing this, or as she is saying this, you hear that screech from up above, that blood-curdling, twisted yell. And her head whips up. I think he's here, Potpourri,
Who's here?
the Inquisitor.
Let us see for ourselves, initiates. This
Maggie?
is why we are here, after all. We have been led on a path to deal with this corruption in whatever form it comes in. Be ever vigilant, my children. You will see the light.
I just really need that paper signed. So
I think the person who can sign it is probably upstairs. And if he doesn't want to sign it, then we might have to kill him, which means somebody else will have to sign it.
Yeah, if we could just make him sign it before we kill him, like that's totally fine. I don't really care.
We'll ask. We'll
like,
see. Well, you can use one of your
works.
turns to ask him that during the final combat. No
Okay,
problem.
Great.
Speaking is a free action, Katon.
It is, yeah.
That is
Signing
one of
is
the-
not. That's a
that
use.
is
That's
one
a
of-
use object interaction.
That is a different story, Katon. You are learning quite well. You are on your way.
Yes. I have that book here I've been reading.
You are on your way. Ah,
The
yes.
first book of Sonneray is the player's
teachings-
handbook.
The teachings of Sonneray. Yes.
Ugh.
Yes.
It's like the 101 for dummies, Sonneray. Sonneray for dummies.
Astrid, I believe you. I believe you. It's because here's the thing: Katon, having been in war, like when you were saying, "Oh, you walk down here and it's sicking the way it smells," he's like, "This is just the day after battle. Like after a major like campaign in a war, you go pick up all the dead. You know what I mean? So like being around like death and like flies and just got like rotting bodies and stuff is just like sometimes you'd be moving people, and then as he moves them, he like opens up their helmet and goes, "Oh." And then just, that I guess he didn't make it, because it's like once you've done it, I don't know, 100 times, you're either numb to it or it destroys you internally, or you're numb to it and it destroys you internally later. But yeah, so being amongst all this and then seeing a warrior covered in blood is like, yeah, that happens all the time, So he believes her. He has no reason to not trust her. Even though the current situation looks terrible, he believes her. Astrid, I believe you. I of course you couldn't have any part of this.
She puts a bloodied hand on your shoulder.
Gross.
Thank you,
Ew.
Katon.
Ew.
But first, we have to go and settle what is awaiting us upstairs. I believe Sonneray has set us all on a path. Whether that means we leave this place victorious or not, that is but her will.
By Sunray's will?
May the light be with us. And Astrid starts to walk up the stairs.
You know what? Not everything is ordained by the gods. Sometimes it's just corrupt, selfish men. But let's find out.
As you guys make your way up the stairwells and leaving this desecrated room behind,
Yeah, I'll burn it down later.
you are hearing a few screams up above as you get back into the church. The first thing you notice is the priest that was in there, Rainfred. He is no longer outstretched on the ground. His body is upright. His limbs in grotesque positions as his body goes.
No, I hate that.
Ah, I see you found my laboratory.
And I see that you've seen Stranger Things.
Yes, I have.
It's a great show.
Great play.
Yeah.
Binge worthy.
Totally.
Well, hot take over here from Ben Shaney. Stranger Things, it gets my stamp of approval. It's not bad. This kid's really got something going in that group there. Really got that it factor.
Like 3 years after it was big.
It's been like a phenomenon for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, and Astrid, I see you are with them. How disappointing. I was hoping that I could get rid of some zealots that have been plaguing my side. Jerome. And also some initiates that have honestly just been quite annoying.
Well, don't be too mean to Maggie. I mean, she's just trying
I'm
to
going
get
to
a
look
paper
around
signed.
like he must mean someone else. Like,
Yeah, it can't be me. I mean,
what? Not me.
But
I didn't do anything.
your deaths will have to do. For you, Potpourri, and now Astrid, you will be my holy sacrifices that will bring the new dawn on Sonneray. No longer will she just be light. She will be the darkness as well. So, why don't you come with me, and I will show you the new world. As the body starts to slump out of this church and open the doors, as he opens the doors, what would only be like 5 p.m. on a bright sunny day, you see is just the reflection of like this blood red coming down from the sky. Come, my mere puppets, face your death.
Katon unsheathes his axe and begins walking towards the priest who's being controlled. I don't even understand how this even. Just clarify. Who are you? Am I speaking to the Grand Inquisitor?
Ah, you're right. It's rude not to show my face.
And as you hear that, the body just like crumples down to the ground.
Oh, I got one.
And as you look out, you see an army of zombies starting to come out of the woodworks, out of the forest.
Tits.
And from them, you see a 4'2" with a red cloak behind him and a tall 6-foot staff walking out. Hello! You all thought you were so smart making fun of me. I heard you all snicker at my height. Well, and he slams the staff down. Today is the day where I laugh at your height. Ha 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 ha. For all the tall people will become my puppets. So, no longer will I be the short person. I will take all of your legs off and make you the short people and make you stomp around on your kneecaps like dumb idiots. So,
I think I would still be taller than you.
no.
No, I think I would still be taller than you.
No.
Gerald!
Oh, Gerald, no!
As he drags a 3-foot step stool out of the forest and sits it up.
Gerald, no.
Is it really a step stool?
Yeah, it's a
He
step
just
stool.
carried it with him all the time.
Thank you, Jared. And he steps up. Ha ha! Now I am taller than all of you, you dumb idiots. Now I am tired of this. And now, why don't you just die or something like that?
No.
What say you? And he points his tall staff with Gerald behind him, holding it up as well.
I look over at Astrid and just go, this is where you brought me. What? What? Why?
Look, they call him the Grand Inquisitor. He's literally only 14.
Why is he the Grand Inquisitor?
Family ties. He's an idiot.
Yes, can we?
Kill
Listen,
him?
I don't have a home. This is the only home I have. And like my last home, it sucks. You just took me out of one broken household and brought me to another one. Only
Well-
now I'm old enough to fix it.
Well, to be honest, this kind of happens everywhere.
Oh, come on. You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, what is Astrid's race?
She's human.
She's human, okay.
Yeah, she's just another human. Look, I know it sucks, Katon. But no matter where you go, there's going to be bad people around.
But like, this was supposed to be it.
Yeah, well, as you can see, people love power. And he seems like he found something that made him feel stronger.
We could have just killed him and have him resurrected or reincarnated, and we'll give him a different body and he'll be taller. That's
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah, but that's not. No, it's not. Trust me, to get the money for it, to get the priest that can
It's really
cast
only
the
like 500
spell.
gold, but it's fine. It's just, okay, look,
Look, at the end of the day, I've been given orders that if the Grand Inquisitor showed himself in a manner that was blasphemous, we can kill him. That is what the paladins do. That is what you are trying to become. He is just a figurehead.
And who's going to replace him?
Hopefully someone better.
Okay, I guess we'll figure that out later. But yes, does this qualify? And I put my hand out as there's like fucking red lightning and shit everywhere around him in an army of zombies.
Yes.
Does that check your box?
That would check my box.
Tink.
Now that being said, let's go kill us a 4'2" Grand Inquisitor.
Yes, let us.
I swear to God, if you say something about following the light of SONNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNn Just
Of what?
never mind. Just kill the zombies and kill the kid. Just kill everything. That's all we have to do. It's really easy this time. We don't need any sermons. Just go do it. Okay.
So I can thunderclap now, or
Yeah, you
is
can just clap everywhere.
Oh,
We
okay.
shall eradicate this scourge from the light, yes. For this is what we do.
Excellent. Okay.
As you all are getting ready, you see Astrid flip her greatsword around and stab it into the ground as she starts to say a prayer, as you see these golden wings open up from behind her. As she pulls out her sword again, she turns around. Whatever happens, may the light be with you, and know your path is a path that SONNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNNTakes off into the air as you just see her cutting swaths of zombies out, and you can hear the Grand Inquisitor, "Hey, that's not fair! You got wings! Gerald, can you give me wings?" As you see Gerald walk over and start to flap his cloak like it is a wing. Oh. Then give me initiative.
Yeah, I was saying number one initiative, I imagine. Katon rolled a 1.
Oh, did you really?
We
rolled a 2.
-1.
-1.
Yeah.
So Katon rolled a 1.
Yeah. Potpourri rolled a 3, so it's a 3.
Oh boy.
I thought mine was the worst. Maggie got a 13.
Oh, no, you destroyed ours.
Yeah, I thought I had the lowest.
I think that maybe the two of us are just like a little blown away with the fact that like the order that we've devoted your entire life and part of mine to is doing this. And then Maggie's just like, oh God. So which one of you signs my thing?
I just need the signature. Thanks.
Wait, Maggie, why don't you just forge it?
You think I didn't think of that already? I need like a golden seal or something.
We have ways of telling. Or if you use some
There's like
sort
a
of other
special stamp.
writing apparatus that you type in things and it produces them for you. If you use magic, automatic writing for things.
Like an M signature or
Yes, or like a chat GPT. I don't know of a fun way to make
try to
a
fantasy that.
spin on that.
Alrighty then. We have the Grand Inquisitor first, as he is going to raise his staff up over his head. I'm gonna make sure that none of you make it out of here alive, as he points his staff up to the blood moon that is up high in the sky. You hear him chant a few nondescript words as a red rain starts to come out of the sky. Can I have you guys make a Constitution saving throw?
Ooh. And I have resilience, so I get advantage on con saves.
Oh,
That's one of the feats that I took.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get advantage or you get proficiency?
Advantage.
For resilient?
I think so.
That's not the feat of resilient gives you a +1 to an ability score and also gives you proficiency.
Oh, proficiency in saving throws. Yes,
which
I
is
just
actually
looked at it.
technically usually better. But
Yeah,
anyway, okay.
it is. It's really
I only
good.
know because I have that as Katon.
Hey, oh, that's a nat 20, baby.
Ooh,
You're fine.
there's one.
Katon rolled a 19 plus 6, 25. Fuck your rain, Jake. Fuck your blood rain. Maggie looks right at it.
Con? 17.
Damn.
Okay. That was really good rolls.
You'll be taking half damage. That is 3, 6, 9, plus 8, which is 17,
divided by 2.
So it's 8
It's
or
like
9.
eight.
Do we round up or down?
We
I
round
forget.
down.
Then 8.
Yeah.
8.
8. That is 8 points
Oh, okay.
of
Oof, okay.
acid damage as you can feel this like start to melt your plate mail and like burn your
We
skin
do have, like,
underneath.
We are all wearing like holy plate mail, so I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know.
No, we're not.
Oh well, you did roll the lowest.
And then it is Maggie. Maggie, it's your turn. You got about 20-ish zombies walking towards you in a horde. And then you have the Grand Inquisitor behind that with Gerald kind of flapping his cloak behind him to make him look a little bit more intimidating as he is making song.
How far away are
The Grand Inquisitor or the zombies?
Grand Inquisitor?
They're about 40 feet. Not very far. This is a
Okay.
very small town.
I'm going to move.
You can pretty much throw a rock very lightly and get across the town.
Gotcha. I'm going to move up a little bit then so that I'm within range, and I'm going to cast Charm Person on Gerald.
On Gerald?
Yes.
Okay, what does he have to do?
He must make a wisdom save.
That is a pass, I'm assuming. With you said a 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a 19. Straight without his
Come on,
Pluses.
Gerald, please.
You're being a dick right now.
Come on.
He can't hear you over the
Hate that sound. Okay, never mind. And as my bonus action, I am going to turn to Katon and put my hand on his shoulder. Say, Katon, I know we haven't known each other for very long,
It feels like forever.
but like, I just needed to say, you're okay. And I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on him.
So now remind me, at your level, what do I get?
You get a D8.
And I can use that for an attack roll, a saving throw,
Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
but not
Mm.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
This can be added after seeing the roll.
But not before I know the result. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I kind of know how it works, but I was like, I've never actually had this cast on me. I've just heard it happen a bunch of times. Oh, hey.
Are you inspired? Do you feel like really inspired now?
I feel something. It's not complete contempt for you. So that's something.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Just, letting you.
No,
have
this is
that,
the
I
part.
guess.
This is the part when a person says thank you after you've done something genuinely helpful that you say you're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Noted.
Yep.
Anyway, so if you could just go fight them now, that'd be great. 'Cause
Yeah, that's thank you, Maggie. And that's
Okay.
the end of her turn. Yep.
That's the end of
Yep,
her turn.
that's
It
fine.
is the zombies' turn.
Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
A lot of shuffling being made. They are going to, one of the hordes is going to attack Astrid. Wow, that's a crit 20 and a 19 again. I'll handle her damage in a second. One of the hordes is going to make its way towards you guys. I said 40 feet. They're not that fast. So they are just in front of where you guys all are. There's a horde of 10 zombies just in front of you. And then we go to Potpourri. It's your turn.
Yes, I will take a few steps forward up to the zombies. And again, I will say what I've been kind of reminding them the entire time. Stay close, initiates. Light of SONNNNNNNNNNNRAE will guide and protect you. And I am going to use my Twilight Sanctuary Channel Divinity. As an action, I present my holy symbol, and a sphere of twilight emanates from you. The sphere is centered on you, has a 30-foot radius, and is filled with dim light. The sphere moves with you, and it lasts for 1 minute or until you are incapacitated or die. Whenever a creature, including you, ends its turn in the sphere, you can grant that creature one of these benefits. 1, 1d6 plus 5 temporary hit points, or 2, cause it to not be charmed, feared, or frightened.
Shit.
Nice.
So every turn, it can grant us 1d6.
Plus 5.
Okay. Really?
Uh-huh.
I don't know anything. Okay. That seems crazy for is that like their big boy for the day?
It lasts for an hour?
And how often can you use it?
How many can you
And
do?
anytime at the end of someone's turn, I can grant them one of those abilities.
But I'm saying how often can you use that ability?
Once per long rest.
Yeah, so that's your big boy. Okay. Wow. All
Yep.
right. Oh, did that replace your turn undead?
Nope. I still have turn undead as well.
Okay, we might need that right now.
So as my bonus action, I'm also going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And Spiritual Weapon is I create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts 60 feet, which lasts during the lasts for the duration or until I cast a spell again. When I cast the spell, I can make a melee attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. So I'm going to cast it at the horde of zombies that's in front of us, and I'm going to attack with it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Nice.
That is 9 plus 7 for 16.
That'll hit.
16 hits. Okay, it's just one attack.
Yeah.
And it's 1d8 plus 4 as an 8, so 12 damage total. And
That kills a horde of zombies, right?
And I believe it's of radiant light. Oh, never mind. It's force damage. I apologize.
It's force damage. Okay, yeah. As your spirit weapon goes through and just starts hacking apart a few of these zombies.
for fun, what is the weapon?
Oh yeah.
It is a right down the middle. It is a circle of, you see a crescent moon shape, and the other side is filled in like a sun, and it's a flat, sharp disc, and it just goes, cutting through the air at these zombies.
Okay, yeah. So it goes flying through, just slicing up these zombies.
Think of Xena Warrior Princess's
Oh yeah, those blades.
little blade she throws, and she does that.
Yes.
If you know what I
No,
If you know the reference, okay.
Yeah,
I was more of a Sinbad and Dar the Beastmaster kind of guy,
Mhm.
but
That's good.
Sinbad.
Sinbad was good.
Xena was good. Better than
Xena was
Hercules.
great.
Hercules was a little too cheese. I mean, it's supposed to be, but
Yeah.
Xena actually was like good.
Good.
Yeah.
Wonder what she's up to.
Let's be honest, it's all about He-Man. He-Man really is where it's at.
What? No,
Yeah,
we're
it's
not
not
talking about.
What? You saying animation isn't real?
That's not-
Such a what? What, you saying animation isn't real?
Well,
That's
technically
John
no,
Sword.
What are you
but
trying to fucking, hey, what are you trying to say, bro? Come say that to my face. Yeah, so it goes flying through this, killing about 1/3 of the zombies in this horde.
And at the end of my turn, I'm choosing to give myself the temporary hit points. And I rolled a 3 plus 5, so 8. I'm back to full health.
Oh, geez.
now remind me. Hold on. What do you mean back to? Oh, right.
Because I just regained 8 hit points.
So temporary hit points are a little different than regular healing.
Uh-huh.
They don't actually regain your max HP. It is a separate pool that you get, which is subtracted from when you take damage.
Yeah, so
And you
I
cannot-
stay at 35 hit points because that's what I lost 8, but now I have 8 temporary hit points.
Oh, because you got 8. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, your next time you get temporary hit points, they do not add. You merely take whatever the most amount is.
Mhm.
Okay, great. Just we've never done anything with temp HP here, so I wanted to clarify that. Yeah. So if you get another 8 next turn, you just still have 8.
Yep.
If you get 5, well then you get to keep the 8.
But I'm going to get hit.
Probably.
So I'm good.
Yeah. No,
Most
no.
likely.
They're nice to have. Especially if you keep getting them every turn. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's wild. How long? Why is that again?
It's part of my domain.
No. What's the range?
30 feet centered
wow.
on me,
That's pretty
That's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is why he keeps saying, stay close, initiates.
I knew something like that.
Okay. With that, is there anything else you wanted to do?
There's nothing else I
That's-
can do,
okay.
so no.
Katon, it is your turn.
After being enveloped in this aura, he's like, I have got to get me one of those. Like, you know what? At this moment forth, I'm an aura guy. Because that is fucking sweet. Not super great with the whole stealing all the light and being super dark all the time
I'm not
thing.
stealing it.
But you were bright, but all I'm getting at is that I think I see myself as an aura guy.
It is nice, I will say. Chicks dig it.
Chicks dig it.
No.
Yeah, well, they're into the dark.
If potpourri is getting laid, there's some issues.
No, I have rendered my tools useless.
Oh, no.
Yes.
That's worse.
Tools? Both?
There's technically 3 things down there.
Yeah. Okay.
Think
just-
about it.
You didn't really
Not
do
anymore for me.
something to all of them.
Oh, they're still there. They're just inert.
Oh.
Hmm.
We can talk about this later.
Sure.
I'm gonna go put a battle axe through a 14-year-old skull.
I am an albino open book.
Albino.
Katon, so it's Katon turns. How far away is the kid? Is what, 40?
Yeah, 40 feet.
Okay. He moves. Sure, why not? He moves up to the zombies,
Okay.
engages them, and he uses he uses a fainting attack on them. So he has advantage, and then I'm just gonna like what's the term when I'm gonna juke an entire horde of zombies with this attack. So he rolls with advantage. Nat 20.
Nice.
Nice.
There it is. Woo! So I definitely don't need to use that inspiration yet. Keeping that. So now he rolls 4d8 because he also gets the extra d8 from his fainting attack. Yay. I'll just do 2 and 2 just because I got, yeah. So, oh, wait, that's not a d8. That is. There we go. 6. Okay, 10, 17 plus 3. 20 damage on that first hit.
Okay, that's a lot.
And he has another attack. He's just going to attack normally. He's not going to use any special abilities. This one rolled well, so I'm going to roll this one this time because that's maybe how math works. Oop, not if it goes off the table, though. So 9 plus 6. That would be 14. Hold on, don't say anything.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
All right, well, I was going to use the...
9 plus 6 is 15.
Oh, it is 15. Yeah, I'll use the inspiration. So I get another d8. So 15, 16, 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
You didn't,
All right.
Zombies?
You didn't need it.
No?
You said zombies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
15 would have hit.
That's
I
definitely
think.
would've-
They're zombies.
Yeah. I mean, they don't really have armor.
I didn't really know
Yeah,
because
they're not like the skeletons you find in some of the video games where they're clad in plate mail.
Yeah, for whatever. Like, ridiculous.
Yeah, like the plate mail would fit on their body like that
Mhm.
and just be worn
And
like
stay
normal.
still.
Yeah, it just wouldn't bubble off.
and that one is 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
8 damage.
So 28 in total was my total damage to the zombies. I used one of my superiority dies, and I used the inspiration that Maggie had given me, if we can call that inspiration. Apparently, I'm okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Well, when some people call you okay, that's a pretty big like thing. Whereas like, you know, if like I said okay, you wouldn't really care, but you know.
So 28 damage. How are they looking?
Not great. The zombies, as you run into the center of these zombies and just start hacking away their limbs and their heads as body parts just kind of go flying around.
Literally
you.
axe murdering them, yeah.
Yeah. You get through about another third of these zombies as you guys are just making quick work of these weak little zombie boys.
Did you end your turn inside that aura, Ben?
Yeah, I don't think I moved more than 30 feet away.
Roll a d6.
I couldn't have. Because I can't move that far. There's 3 plus 5, 8.
Yep.
So
8
now I
temporary
have
hit points.
8 temp hit points.
Nice. Okay.
I'm going to need them in a second.
Yes, you are. But first, it is Astrid's turn as she goes and flies through a portion of the battlefield. Her great sword, turning into this little bright light as it strikes across the battlefield. And as you see her doing this, you see the Grand Inquisitor turn his attention towards her as you can see he is getting very frustrated with things not going the way he expected them to. And he says a few words under his breath as you see these red veins starting to grow up his neck and all the way and stopping just under his eyes. As he lifts his staff up and you once again see these veins starting to go and wrap around this staff as he lifts it up to this blood moon and calls out to SONNNNNNNNNRAE as you hear this loud, blood-curdling screech flatten everyone in the area and leave him standing up above all of you.
a lightning bolt of this blood red color shoots down and hits Astrid right in her chest as she goes flying backwards, smashing through and into the church. And that is both Astrid and Grand Inquisitor's turn. Maggie, it is your turn as you see you're pretty much starting to stand back up as everyone was knocked down from the shockwave that blasted Astrid back. The zombies are still starting to stand up, and you see the Grand Inquisitor's eyes starting to almost kind of like bulge out of his head as you see the skin starting to like rip at the cracks of these like red veins that are going up his body. And his voice seems a little off from what it was before, whereas it was a little squeaky. Now he's got this, I'm gonna come and kill and eat your fucking heart out.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite player, Matt, and welcome to this week's middle break. Now, you might be able to hear something a little different than normal. I'm back on one of the professional microphones that we have in my new studio office in my house. Isn't that exciting? I know you guys are excited for me. Don't say that you're not excited, because if you say you're not excited, I'm going to be really upset, okay? But honestly, I don't have the energy to be that upset, if I'm just completely being honest, because I just made myself dinner tonight. And I made a crispy skin on salmon with bucatini pasta and a light butter sauce, a little bit of lemon, some shallots, and some pancetta. And I ate all of it. And I'm feeling fat and sassy right now, gang. So with that in mind, let's get into the middle break. As you know, there are things you could do to help us grow our podcast and to help me feed my gluttonous food ways. The first one, of course, being subscribe, rate, and review our podcast wherever you get our podcasts from. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whichever podcatcher you use, go on there, smash that subscribe button, and make sure to leave a nice review. I'm kind of getting into Screaming Steve. We still got a few more months away if he's coming back this time, which, who knows? Who knows what Screaming Steve on the ones and twos are up to. The other thing you do to help us grow is follow us on all our social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter at New Crits. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at New Crits on the Block. We are always posting content to pretty much all those platforms, behind the scenes footage, quotes, funny audiograms of episodes gone past. The best way to help us on there is by sharing those pieces of content to your platform as well. It just helps us get the word out bigger and faster and farther, because we're only growing through word of mouth right now. So if you can help us do that, it would mean the world to all of us. And of course, one of the ways we like to give back to all y'all is we have our own Discord for all things New Crits. Yes, our own Discord for all things New Crits. And I always say not all things New Crits, but it is the truth. We don't want you guys to come in there thinking that we're going to indoctrinate you, get you into the New Crits cult. Ooh, that has that nice ring to it now that they say it out loud. But it's just a safe, inclusive space for you all to come in and just to hang out with us, have a good time, talk about the show, talk about your own D&D adventures. We're really proud of what we have built over the last few years. So if you're not a part of that yet, what are you waiting for? Get in on the fun. You might be thinking, well, Matt, I want to help you do all these things that you mentioned, but how do I get to all the places that you just mentioned? Well, from our link tree, of course, linktr.ee/newgrits on the block. We'll get you to all the places that I mentioned and some places that I didn't even have time to mention. linktr.ee/newgrits on the block. It is your central hub for all things New Crits. All right, everyone, let's get you back into this week's episode, the finalization of another Katon backstory, just to give you a little more look into what his life before we knew him was actually like. As you know, we come out with new episodes every single Monday. That ain't stopping anytime soon. So we will see you next Monday. Until then, be safe, be excellent to each other. We love y'all. Bye bye.
Astrid! Wait, what? Ooh.
I'm going to cast I am going to look at the Grand Inquisitor as he stares off into the distance
Okay.
because you were just doing that a second ago.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, "Oh my God, you sound like such an idiot right now." And I'm going to cast silence on him.
Okay. Can you give us the description of the spell?
Again, for the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through the 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point. Choose within range. Any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while entirely inside it. Casting a spell that includes verbal component is impossible there.
Okay. You cast this zone of silence around the Grand Inquisitor.
Shut your little idiot mouth.
Actually, I don't think he can hear that now.
He can hear, he just can't speak.
No, I think
No,
you're
he can't
deafened
hear.
inside it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sound can't pass through. so-
Perfect. Shut your little idiot mouth. I'm going to enunciate for him so he can still understand what I'm saying.
That might help.
Okay. That is your turn.
It's like
And did you want to do
zombies
anything
clawing
else?
at me.
Roll a d6.
Oh, yes. Roll my d6. Why don't I have one?
I don't know. I don't
Ate
know.
it.
That's odd.
I was hungry.
Did you eat it?
I did.
You could have had a D8.
Ooh, 6
6.
plus 5, so 11 hit points. for
Somebody
you.
needs to acknowledge that.
What?
No?
I didn't hear what you said.
Nothing?
You could have ate a D6.
You
A
said
D8.
what happened to my D6? And then you said, I was hungry. And I said, well, you could have had a D8.
Nice, dude.
And
Very
then,
good. I
and
didn't
then
hear you.
Nobody heard me. And I was like, fuck.
There's no way people. People might know that reference.
I don't know.
Should have had a V8.
Yeah, should I have V8? You didn't really?
Yeah, no, I just wasn't putting it together. I get it now.
All right.
You know why
Yeah, well-
you weren't getting it? 'Cause it was not good.
I just didn't
No,
hear you.
It was good.
No,
it was good. I'm sorry.
I thought it was good.
I was
No.
just busy being excited about my heal. So
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good
How
heal.
was your
Honestly,
heal?
great. I'm up to full.
heal.
Oh, see, I wasn't paying attention to you either, apparently. Cool. You
Yep.
got the full 6 plus
I-
5. You got 11?
I did indeed.
Nice.
Okie dokie. It is the zombie turn. They are going to start attacking. Let me make a few rolls and we will see how they do. I really hope I do decent at rolling. The zombies start to rush you guys down as you look out and see that the zombies are focusing on the direction of Astrid as they are starting to beeline towards the church. And you guys are in the direct path of that. Now, while most of them do miss the attack, there are still quite a few that end up landing their hits. So let me roll damage real quick. That is 19 points of damage total as they are like a horde running through you.
So I'm sorry,
They
this
are
is like an
just
area of effect
clun-
thing. We all take 19 points of damage?
No,
Yeah, don't
sorry,
we have
I
to make a
rolled-
save or something?
No, I rolled for who was getting hit because one of them rolled a crit and then one rolled attack, but I forgot to mention who they were attacking. So that's 4. That's
It's hard when
Man.
there's. You should roll a D.
two,
Yeah, yeah,
one,
D6.
two. Okay, Maggie and Potpourri
No.
are going to be taking this damage
Oh, there goes your temporary HP.
I know.
Take
what the-
19 points.
and take 19 points of
Aw,
damage
man.
as you are kind of bearing the brunt of this rush of zombies. The Katon, you are like just kind of pushing them back and trying to hold tight with Potpourri in the front. And Maggie, since you are
I
kind of
ran forward, so I was kind of further ahead of Potpourri, but whatever, sure.
as
Just making
them,
sure our
like,
positioning is
they
correct.
swarm around the two frontliners, that you are just kind of open for the taking as they rush towards you and start to claw you and bite you as they rush past towards Astrid. It is now Mr. Potpourri's turn as these zombies
Mr. Potpourri.
are swarming around you.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh, nice. I love that spell. That's a good one.
You call forth spirits to protect you. They flit around you in a distance of 15 feet for the duration. That's a nice, good range.
Yeah,
Mhm.
15 feet. That's
When you cast a spell, you designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. So obviously my allies. and all the zombies have to make wisdom saving throws, which is great news because love those zombie saving throws.
Did you not know that zombies are like one of the wisest creatures on the face of the earth?
Yeah.
Is it because of all the brains they eat?
Uh-huh.
Get it?
I get it.
Not looking great. I rolled an 8, a 6, and a 9.
All of those fail.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So they're going to take all of this. Okay, there we go. That is 2 8s and a 7.
Jesus.
That's actually really fucking powerful.
Yay.
You did it so
16,
good.
so 23 damage.
That's statistically improbable.
It really is.
23 damage, and that's radiant damage
Yeah.
to zombies.
So what does this spell do exactly? Again?
Basically, little tiny things go around, and it specifically says they flit around me. These little spirit guardians, and they're gonna be cute little like chibi cherub Sonre.
So cute.
Little spirits.
So much.
That
For
are
somebody who's so boring, that's adorable.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, yeah.
He loves
Fucking
Sonre.
Potpourri fucks, dude.
He's a weeb.
I can honestly, that'd
Yeah,
probably
that's
be the scariest sex I've ever seen in my life. It's just
Yeah.
this deadpan.
He has his
wills it.
Sonre webtoon that he does, you know, when it's on those long, cold, lonely nights. He has his own little, you know, he's got his thing going.
He takes a lot of liberties with her drawing.
A lot of liberties.
Is it ever lonely when Sonre is with you?
Exactly. Thank you, Jake. That's exactly right.
Okay, well, these little chibi Sonres just fly around gutting these zombies.
Yeah.
I mean, just
searing it with that holy radiant light.
devastating them as the Grand Inquisitor is just furious as he starts to swing his staff around as his skin just to rip apart, spreading to where a demon pulls out of his body as the fleshy 4'2" young boy falls to the side as a 6 tall demon rises out, screaming up into the sky.
But nobody can hear it because they're all in a zone of silence.
Yes.
Can't hear it. So scary.
Oh, this is good audio. This is good. Oh, I wish you guys could see this at
I
home.
wish. You know what? I could
wish.
probably take a video of it. Hold on. Let's see. What's it look like, Jake?
Oh, yeah. So
Not what it sounds like.
This is what a demon getting birthed inside of a zone of silence sounds like.
Perfect.
No notes.
No audio on that either.
No notes.
All right.
Yeah, so this demon rips out of the skin and starts to you can actually the way he's pretty tall. He's pretty tall. Well, actually, it's a 20-foot zone, isn't
Yeah,
it?
he ain't getting out of that.
Yeah, he's not 20 feet tall. That'd be crazy.
He,
Well,
he knows that you can't hear it, so what he does is he jumps and just gets his mouth.
Yeah.
So you're saying,
Yeah.
It's the scariest half a second.
And at that moment, Astrid comes flying through the church, completely bloodied, her chain or plate mail all crushed in as she flies through and impales this demon just at the last second before you can see it starting to grow to its full height. And as she tries to pull the sword out, the demon grabs her by her torso, and you can hear through the zone of silence,
No.
Because it needs to happen.
because it needs to happen,
No.
a crunch that you can feel her body start to squeeze and what? Sorry.
I was just gonna say, you know what I know this monster has, because it's right out of the monster's handbook, is it has those legendary actions where they can just automatically dismiss. Zone of silence. Weird, huh?
Yeah, it just
No.
it just dissipates. It's actually kind of crazy.
or just, moves 20 feet.
yeah,
No.
he grabs
He
Astrid.
pushes her-
it
she
stays
pushes him
with
out.
It
him.
does not. It's only at a point, not
Well,
on
he
the
doesn't
creature.
know he's a dumbass demon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just a stupid
He's
demon.
holding Astrid as he just sidesteps a
with
few
millennia and millennia of knowledge and power. He wouldn't know to just
He-
move a little bit.
Mm-mm.
crushes Astrid's body
Oh,
as her limbs go limp as she drops to the ground, and the demon looks out at all of you as wings start to pull out of his back and sprout out the sides. His arms go wide as he laughs this deep and the wings start to flap. Thank you for the resurrection. I'll be seeing you all soon. As he goes fluttering off into the distance. And the zombies all drop down to the ground. This blood moon starts to drop, and the bloody rain stops falling as the sun starts to creep over these clouds, as just a few rays of sun hit the ground around the town, as Astrid is coughing up blood as she tries to reach for something into her plate armor.
Are we out of combat?
Yes.
Okay. Katon would run over to her. He was like in the middle of like the swarm of zombies, so some of them have like collapsed onto him. So he's like pushing off these like these ragdoll bodies as they Bethesda ragdoll down like next to him. And he goes running over to her, and he crouches down next to her, and he starts to try to figure out where she's wounded, how he can help. Astrid, what do you need? What can we do for you?
She goes to try to move her arm up to you, but her wrist and arm is broken, so she just kind of limply places her hand up near your face and tries to like move her hand across your chin. Katon, stay on the path, please. One day, your choices will save us all.
Yes, sure, and you'll be right there. You can come with me. We we need to get you. We did. Potpourri instructor, please come. She needs healing. I can't help her. I need you to come help her.
Her time has come to be reunited again with Songnray.
Just heal her.
She has been corrupted by demon blood. There is no healing. Not here.
That's... No, it's just...
Katon, she is at peace.
Well, I'm not. So just somebody do something.
There is nothing to be done, Katon.
And while this is happening, he's trying to like put pressure on the wound, but he has plate mail on. He can't do it. He's trying to get his fingers like in there, and it's just like...
Potpourri will kneel down to Astrid and say, "It was a pleasure serving with you, Astrid."
You as well, Potpourri.
Go in Sunray's grace. We will be reunited in the next life.
Before you do, if you wouldn't mind, and just I know your wrist is kind of weak, but if you could just sign right here.
Katon takes her limp wrist and then grabs it and then like dips it in blood and just like scribbles on it and just goes, "Can you please just go right now? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So nice to meet you."
As you are
just as a lifeless body.
So nice to meet you.
gurgling up blood. Just like we just
dips it in her own mouth as a quill. Jesus.
As you are crying over your lost friend, as you can see the life kind of leave her eyes, for the first time in 4 years, you hear a voice call out to you. Katon, it is time. It is time to follow
the path of the light.
Katon,
What? I'm sorry.
your eyes. They have the light.
Now you've been on a chat GPT thing lately.
It's very useful.
It's hella useful.
I use it almost every day.
Do you
For
really?
what?
For what?
Email campaigns, subject lines. We have an AI generator that you put in like what the product is and what you want to say about it, and it comes up with like a subject